Is it go? Hey sisters, welcome back to 7th grade here in this Blossom class. So today we're going to be doing commas and direct addresses. Was any of that English?
Thank you. Okay. The directions say, all right, guys, you have to be quiet. If you have a question, absolutely ask it. You're probably not the only one, but you do need to listen. So when the start of a sentence says someone's name because you're speaking to that person, put a comma after the name to separate it from the sentence. For example, Jess, Maybelle yelled from the other side of the scrap heap, Mama says you gotta come in and eat now. Mama. So the comma goes, notice inside the quotation marks, okay? Jess is what's being said by Maybelle, and so the comma needs to go inside the quotation marks, okay? Number 2, Mama, Brenda was starting again. Can't we have just one more? Again, there's a comma there because that's what they call her. Make sure it's inside the quotation marks.
What? Wait, so you're just putting commas before the...
We're putting commas after a direct address, which means talking to someone.
Oh, so like the name?
Yes.
Well, we're supposed to finish it.
So please do number 3. And number 4 has 2 of them.
Number 4 has 2.
Uh-huh. Yes.
There's already a
So
comma
if there's
there.
2, do you just make it one big one or just like 2 separate ones?
2 separate. Gavin?
No, I forgot. Never mind.
Okay. So number 3, where would our comma go? Raise your hand. Gemma?
After Ellie.
After Ellie.
Elliot.
Ellie.
Gemma, raise your hand. I called on her. No one else needed to have a comment.
No, I did.
Number 4, Sierra?
After Jesse Aarons and Bobby Greggs.
Yes. So this is their teacher speaking to them. Jesse Aarons, Bobby Greggs, pass out the arithmetic books, please. Yes.
Why don't we put that in parentheses because we know it's being said.
I don't know.
Why don't we put it in
Because it doesn't say the teacher
parentheses?
said.
Do you mean quotation marks? Is that what you're thinking of?
No.
Like this?
Yes.
That's because they
So,
don't say who said
Isaac, shh.
it.
It's not, this is not the part of the sentence where we have, like, said Mrs. So-and-so. Like, there's no he said, she said, which is what you were getting at, Isaac. You just need to raise your hand first. Okay.
Weston.
Now,
That wasn't even the definition.
when the middle of a sentence says someone's name because you're speaking to that person, put a comma before and after the name to separate it from the sentence. So, hey, comma, Miss Bessie, comma, you just get on back to sleep. So there's a pause there when you're talking to someone.
Pause, Mom.
Okay.
Hey. It's after Hey and Miss Bessie.
Bessie got a meal.
Hey. Miss Bessie.
Okay, what about 2, 3, and 4? Do those, please. Okay, Lauren?
And number 4 says yogurt. Is it supposed to say you are?
You're
Yeah.
Nope.
Yogurt. Yogurt stupid. Don't you watch TV?
Yogurt is stupid.
It's an answer. Someone must have said, "What's that?" Like, what do you have for lunch?
Stupid.
And they responded, like, you should know what it is if you watch TV. You should know. You should know what I'm eating. Okay. So number 2, where do the commas go, Gigi?
After you better watch out and
Yes.
not even trying to name.
Wayne Pettis. Yeah. And again, number 3. Shh. Raise your hand if you want to answer. Sierra.
Okay, comma, friends, comma.
There you go.
Why are so many comments?
Because there's a pause and it sets that person's name off from the rest of the sentence, or it sets what you're calling them apart. So, yogurt, stupid, don't you watch TV?
She said the stupid.
So the reason why we do that is to show that you're speaking to someone. That's what this direct address means. It means you're talking to someone, okay? All right, next section. When the end of a sentence says someone's name because you're speaking to that person, put a comma before the name to separate it from the sentence. Ellie got up noisily and began to clear the table. Your turn to wash, Brenda. So there's a comma before Brenda. Otherwise, it sounds like you're saying it's your turn to wash Brenda.
Yeah.
Like Brenda's the baby or something, okay? I know, Mama. We'll just take the $5 Daddy promised us. No more in that. Where would the comma go in number 2? Gemma?
Before Daddy.
Daddy, boy.
Close, except she's not they're not talking to Daddy. Who are they talking to?
Mama.
There you go.
Okay.
Hello, Mama.
Isaac. Mighty late with the milking, aren't you, son? Where would the comma go in number 3?
I don't know.
Gigi?
Before sun.
Uh-huh. All right, Jesse, get your lazy self off that bench.
Hard, yes.
Where would the comma go there, Gemma?
Lazy before Jesse?
Yes.
This is a lazy home.
Sierra?
How's your day going?
Pretty well, thank you.
My day
Yeah,
is
not
today.
too bad. Okay. While I'm on the video, because it might be helpful, does anyone have questions about the essay?
My finger hurts.
Oh, I do.
Weston?
When do we need to start on it?
So I would like you to have the rough draft done next Monday.
What?
And I did end up making copies of these, so I'll go ahead and pass them out.
I was gone. So.
Yes. So I will get you caught up. All right, I'm gonna stop the video.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye bye, guys.
Love you.